Now, this is a very interesting turn of events. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about hip-hop radio show host Charlamagne the God talking about Ron DeSantis sending 50 illegal aliens to Martha's Vineyard a few days ago. Now, his reaction, response, whatever you want to call it, was not very expected. After all, Stacey Abrams pulled him up to get support for her to try and improve her black male standing. She lost 17% of black male support from 2018 to right now in 2022. So she got him on board and trying to help. So you would think he'd be Democratic Party, rah, rah, rah. Trump's a racist. DeSantis is a racist. But that was not his reaction. Now, I'll play this clip right here and we can kind of watch it together. Well, kind of listen. I can't play the video part, only the audio. The video and audio will be available on my website through the link in the description box. But let's go ahead and check it out together. This is going to be great.
For months, Republican governors have sent busloads of illegal immigrants to sanctuary cities like New York, D.C., and Chicago with the message of, if you like them so much, they're yours. Okay? Well, just in time for Hispanic.
The faces of the co-hosts are priceless. Priceless. Oh man, this is great. Look at that's Angela Rye right there. Like face kind of like smushed up. These guys looking like, oh man. It kind of reminds me of when Kanye West says the whole George Bush and black people thing during the Hurricane Katrina relief. And you had Chris Tucker and Michael Myers kind of like, what do you do?
Heritage Month, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis upped the game by sending 2 planefuls of immigrants to the East Coast, elite's favorite vacation island, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. I personally think it's genius.
Look at the faces. Hilarious.
But I wish that governors like Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott would give Democratic governors and mayors more of a heads up, because then that would expose the hypocrisy of the Democrats, which is they don't want immigrants here either.
Well, there you have it. Charlamagne the God is just, at a certain point, you could be liberal, Democrat, Republican, or whatever. Reality is just reality, okay? You can't ignore a thing that's right in front of your face. Don't tell me to not see a thing that I see with my own 2 eyes. I see it right in front of me. So, yeah, shout out to him for saying that. That's right on point. And I think this is the kind of thing that a lot of black men are starting to see. And this is why we're not going to support people like Stacey Abrams as much. Like I said, she lost 17% of black male support from 2018 to right now in 2022, as far as out there trying to become the Georgia governor, right? And you lost in 2018, so how are you going to win right now in 2022? You got to kind of get those numbers up. And the things you're talking about are not going to get it up. See, we see things for what they are. Stacey Abrams would not take his take on that. She would join the Democratic Party and say that it's inhumane and all this and that and the third. Explain to me, Miss Abrams, how is it inhumane to send these illegal aliens into the country? Isn't that where they want to be? First of all. Second of all, how is it inhumane to send them to Martha's Vineyard, one of the most beautiful attractions in the entire world and definitely the country? How is that inhumane at all? Oh, they got lied to. Lied to about what? Who's lying to who? How are you going to talk about people that are here illegally being lied to? How about don't come here illegally? How about that? If you don't break the first rule, then the second rule doesn't even apply. It's so silly, but people are starting to kind of wake up a little bit. Charlamagne is not a conservative at all, from what I know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. If I'm wrong, y'all please let me know. If you're watching Charlamagne, you let me know. But he's not conservative. He's still a liberal person, but he can still just see things for what they are. It's like, okay, I talk about wanting these immigrants here, these illegal aliens, well, not immigrants. You say you want them in the country, have the open borders, and when they get right onto your doorstep, all of a sudden you don't want them. Matter of fact, there's more. Oh, I got some more clips actually. I want to play from people on Martha's Vineyard, some Martha's Vineyard residents that have a few words for what's going on. Matter of fact, let's play this one right here. This is just one lady speaking. Matter of fact, let's play the other one. This might be probably better. Shout out to Art Taking Back on Twitter.
I think what he did was a great to
Like
for
a
the
statement?
country, a great statement for the country to get the conversation out there.
Tell the truth. I don't believe anything that comes out of the administration anymore.
My message would be, how do you think the people in Texas feel that
Yeah.
are getting thousands of them coming in a day?
Right.
And we had a little taste of it with 50.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. This is a Martha's Vineyard resident talking like this. That's what I'm saying. They got 50. No, I did the video. I was reading the comments. I always read the comments. I may not always run, but I always read the comments. People were saying only 50. I thought it was hundreds. You would think that because of how the media are covering it, but it was only 50, 50, 10, 5 times. Okay. Literally 50 people. That's all it was. And it was this whole big hubbub, National Guard, and you got the governor on the horn with the president and making statements and press conferences for 50 people. But at the southern border, you're getting thousands every day. Here's more from the same woman, Martha's Vineyard. Let's hear more what she says.
It all when Governor Ron DeSantis decided, okay, you know what? Guess what? I'm going to send 50 of the migrants who volunteered to come to this, to come to Boston, to come to Martha's Vineyard. Were you surprised when they arrived?
No, I wasn't. And I really praise him for doing that because it wasn't a stunt. I know the media's been saying it's a stunt. But, how do you get the attention of the administration? How do you get the attention of Harris, who's supposed to be in charge of this?
Do you think she's been a good border czar?
It's really a joke, and everyone knows
It all when Governor Ron DeSantis.
Exactly. Very, very well said. Now, that right there, that's from Martha's Vineyard residents. They're right there on the island. They live right there. So they're saying it. Charlamagne the God saying it. I'm saying it. You saying it. Everybody's saying it. So when you hear different things, you got to ask, well, where is that coming from? Who's actually behind that? And I wanted to hear from the co-hosts on the show. I've not seen the entire segment. If I can find that, I'll link to it. Hopefully they said something. But I think they don't really want to say anything either because it's more about peer pressure. How am I going to be seen next time I go to LA and I'm going to go to a party or I'm trying to go out and get a gig? How am I going to be seen? Am I going to be seen as a hateful racist or whatever? It's more about just, appearance and keeping up with the Joneses rather than just being honest and telling the truth. But if you're honest and you tell the truth, it's hypocritical for those who say they love these illegal aliens, love these migrants, love these immigrants to evict them in under 48 hours after they said they wanted them. It's ridiculous, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Charlamagne the God speaking that way on Comedy Central? Is it just a fluke or is it just a person who's a liberal seeing reality for what it is? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. How about the Martha's Vineyard residents? What do you think about what they said? I mean, again, it's just common sense. I think what you're seeing right now as I close, people are beginning to be more honest. They're less afraid to just come out and say the reality of what's going on. There's no more reason to lie. What are we lying for anymore in this year, 2022? What are we lying for? Things are crazy out here. The economy's a mess. What are we lying for anymore? Who are we trying to please? Who are we trying to prove anything to? What's the purpose in telling these lies like this? Be honest. What they say, the best policy is honesty. Let's just stick to that and everything else should follow. And if we have rules, let's follow these rules for everyone and not just a select few people. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.